Monkey.
Hello! Welcome in. Is it weird to say that I'm kind of nervous? Welcome in, welcome in. Let me turn down the music a little. So, I might be a little bit too quiet. So, as you can see, we have a wonderful background today, and that is a PowerPoint presentation. I made a horrible PowerPoint presentation. Happy birthday, thank you! Welcome in, everyone. Let me actually open my part of it so I can see my own notes. There we go. So, I don't know why I can't hear the redeems. That's a bit odd. Ow. That just straight up broke my neck. Oi. I do hear that. I do hear that. Alright, as you can see, I made a very shitty PowerPoint presentation about the topic that I announced last Sunday, I think. The topic being your hear-me-outs. And since then, I've collected a few very interesting responses. Oh, right, I should probably also... Hear me out, oh goodness. Yes, I should probably also... No! Go live on here. There we go. Now! There. Okay. Okay. Now, everything's ready. This is going to be a bit of a shorter stream unless I have like a million things to yap about. Feel free to also voice your opinions on every single hear me out that we have on the stream. First I'll go through some of yours, And then towards the end, there will be a few of my own. And if yours didn't make it into this, some of them I deliberately left out so I can add them to my own. But I will also explain why some others didn't make it. Okay, so like I said before, I'm kind of nervous. This is the first time I've done like a scripted stream. It's really weird. And I kind of hope I don't go through this too quickly, because that's kind of what happens when I do presentations for university and stuff, right? I just kind of go through it way too quickly. So I'm kind of scared this is gonna be over in like 20 minutes. I wouldn't want that. Anyway, now to discuss the topics of Hear Me Outs, right? The first thing we gotta do is obviously talk about what a Hear Me Out even is. Now, I looked at the most reliable source on the internet out there. Like, nothing else comes close to how reliable this is. The Urban Dictionary. Because where else would you look for something like this? It's not like, wait, could you find this like, okay, I gotta test something. No, I don't want you to see spoilers. What's like a decent dictionary? The Merriam-Webster? Let's see if we can find Hear Me Out in there. America's most trusted dictionary. Aww, it's not in there. What else is there? Cambridge English Dictionary. Unbelievable. I can't believe these websites that I use quite often for university stuff. I can't believe that these don't have Hear Me Out as a term. It's only Hear Someone Out, and welcome in! Portal and King, I'm here. Hello there. The final goon. Okay, so the dictionaries, the reliable dictionaries don't have anything useful, so we're going with the Urban Dictionary definition. So, Hear Me Out is a taboo attraction. So, a traditionally unattractive character, an evil character, even an anthropomorphic animal, or just some kind of creature can be a Hear Me Out if you feel attraction to it, right? However, I don't really like the whole evil part of this, because I find it somewhat difficult to define, maybe? I don't know. Because some characters, we'll get to that later, but some characters are deliberately designed to be hot. Like, they're evil, but they're deliberately designed to be hot, right? To attract the viewer or a character within the show. Ignore that there was just a slide that you should not be able to see yet. That's next. So it's kind of weird to call these characters a Hear Me Out, because they're designed to be attractive, right? We'll still have some of them because a lot of people suggested, submitted them. I just don't like them. Okay. Now, the slide you already had a little bit of a preview of was the what's not a Hear Me Out. These are all characters that was suggested. Happy birthday, thank you. Thank you. You know, today is a bit of a clusterfuck of a stream. Let me do that. Give me email. But like, I don't think, okay, well, I don't think that's true. However, what I wanted to say is, for each of these characters, I've picked a specific reason why they're not a Hear Me Out. Okay, let's go from left to right. On the left, we have Evelyn from Zender's Zone Zero. Well, come in, Sonic Mecha. Very merry happy birthday to you. Thank you. And the thing about Evelyn is, she's, like I said, she's from Zenless. And Zenless is a game with like a ton of really good looking characters. I don't really think she is a hear me out. She's just a very attractive woman caring for a wife. I forgot the name. Doesn't matter, I didn't play the game. So she's just a good looking woman. Same with Diva. By now Diva is just attractive Asian number 13 in the Overwatch roster. I think they're overdoing that a little bit. Her mech would be a different story. However, the mech was not the one that was submitted. On the right we have Jordan Peely. He is a normal guy. And honestly, I think he's good looking. Not my type, but he's still good looking. So I wouldn't call him a hear me out either. Also, something I've decided, he's not the only real person that was suggested. So something I've just made an executive decision on was not including any real people in this, okay? I feel that's not very respectful towards them. So I don't really like that. Okay. Oh. Thanks for the headbutt. I don't know much about Diva, not personally, but he's a cool person. I don't know who the frick that. Why is he hear me out? He's not! None of these are hear me outs! That's just that's what I was just talking about! None of these are hear me outs! Happy birthday, the rats wish you a... Thank you, Scuzz. Oh. Did I miss a raid message or something? No, Oi, don't blow me up. Welcome in, King. So the focus of this is potentially humanoid characters, because you have feet. Most people do. We just stopped in to say happy birthday. Aw, thank you. Stop. The focus here are potentially humanoid characters. We'll also get some other characters that are not humanoid. Because I find people kind of boring, right? And we're here for the freaky stuff. Also, there were some AI submissions, to which I have to say, fuck off. No AI. Okay, this is purely ethical coding. The freakier the better. Exactly. Oh. Yo. Thanks for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so I've divided everything into categories. Some more skillfully than others, and some more interesting than others. What about half-human characters? Like that half-horse and half-humans? I mean, technically, you can do that. You can have that as your hear me out. I wouldn't say anything against that. Like I said, no AI, no regular people. It's gonna be funny. It is. It's so stupid. What's John Peely doing here? Right! He was suggested. He's not a hear me out. He's a good looking guy. He's just a good looking guy, okay? Now, also, there's no table of contents. I'm not gonna spoil the categories, because I think it's more interesting. Also, I'm gesturing the entire time. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think it's more interesting to just see them one at a time. I'm gonna try with that. Anyway, now, the first category, and probably the one I find the most boring, are just mildly evil women. Okay? Now, I assume these characters are relatively well known. Is a guy about a crackable with giant melons that I would go into and what the fuck? I burned your music today, it seems. Yes. I am, like I said, I'm mildly nervous. This is the nervous me. They are hear me outs for some people. I don't really think they are. I think this is kind of boring. I think we are still in the very boring category, okay? So, Makima is what I talked about earlier. The entire point of her is to be attractive, right? Kidding, I'm a girl too. You can still bark for women. No one's stopping you. Like the entire point of her is to be attractive. Even if she's evil, yes, agreed. However, I don't really think this is an interesting hear me out. Hi, Panda. Because, like I said, designed to be attractive, that just makes this somewhat boring. Like, yeah, of course you would. That's the point. That's exactly what I wanted to type, yes. Yes, exactly. I'm so good at that. Unable to delete my own message. Okay. Oh, thanks for the follow. Riffellini. That's an amazing name. Hear me out. Okay. Hearing you out. Hello. Guess because I'm trans. I mean, you don't have to be trans to bark for the women, right? Being mildly evil makes them hotter? Yes, but it's still not a hear me out. Anyway, Unigase, again, mildly evil. You know, I think the whole yandere fantasy is kind of overrated. I gotta be honest. Also, now, Panda, that you're here, I'm noticing that I forgot to post my stream. How do you donate on YouTube? Where's the button? You use Ko-Fi. I'm sorry, that's the only way you can. Should be in the description somewhere. By the way, I have a dumbass splinter in my hand sadly because of a tree. Why would you do that? Not monetize the 1k subs? Not monetize the 1k subs and certain amount of watch hours. It'll take a while. Okay, again, I think the whole yandere thing is overrated because, you know, it's just, well, the Twitch link anyway, that's the most important part. But I don't actually have a reason for it. But I just don't like it, right? And I got a few submissions of this in this category. I decided to not add all of them because I would have said the same thing over and over and over again. So I don't really see the appeal of this kind of toxic dynamic in a straight relationship. I'm sorry, okay? I don't really see the appeal. So this is just kind of meh. I don't know why people attract women that will kill them. Hey, some people just want to die. Now, Huntress from Dead by Daylight. I do like her design. I don't know anything about the character or the game, so I don't really have a lot to go off of here. But just based on the appearance, she looks good. And it's a more, you know, it's a better hear me out. And Dead by Daylight has a few good looking characters, so I'm kind of surprised this was the only one that was suggested. I gotta be honest. I'm in the middle of the night with no one. Not 1 star. Oh, by the way, I love your voice. Thank you. Made it myself. Huntress. A partner on a kill you, maybe fetish? I mean, you won't have you know, that's not something you can benefit for a long time. Benefit from for a long time. And your VTuber model? Also made it myself, with the help of artists. I believe she's a Russian lady who kidnaps kids to take care of them, but it's really bad at it, so they end up dying. I'm not super sure, though. I might be misremembering. Who decides that? Who decides what? How long you can benefit from being murdered? Anyway, this is this category. I think all the next categories are significantly more interesting. Now, let's go to the next one. The robots. Anyone has... Is there one boss from Lies of P that gets half naked in the second part of the fight? Is it the lightning woman? Or another one? Gotta go. Bye. Bye. Now, the robots. Shockwave better than one I do. GLaDOS. Personality-wise, I get it. I find her to be a very interesting personality. No, the clunkers, robots. Everything else might be a bit more difficult, but the robot fuckers will find a way. Are you a girl? Yes. Where were we? Okay, right. You might need some inventions. So like GLaDOS with a mechanical strap. So I get GLaDOS. Now the Bakugan I find very interesting because what the fuck are we doing here? My notes say snake bear trap. How? The end is the transformation? No, these are like... Okay, let me turn on my laser pointer. Talking about this one right here. Okay. This thing, it just says snake bear trap for me in my notes. It was literally so difficult to put anywhere. Isn't the Pokemon a small ball? It rolls up into one, right? So technically it could... Okay, also this is not... Okay, this is not really a ball type Bakugan. This is a cylinder, so... Okay, I guess we've answered my question. Isn't there transform animation where human and transformer make babies? I don't know. Never thought about that. It would be uncomfortable in any situation, right? Okay, I'm glad we agree. Now, Megatron was the one who was suggested first, the one transformer. Gotta scroll up. Holy shit, Megatron is a fire pick. Soundwave is best though. I think Megatron is a good pick. I wasn't sure which Megatron to go with here. Because it was, the only the submission was Megatron. And Bayformers, original, Transformers 1, what other options there are? There are a lot of options here, so I just went with Transformers 1 because I like that one the most. Still, we'll get to that later, but this is not my favorite. This wouldn't be my hear me out Transformer. I like Baver's one from Transformers 7. Okay, Transformers 1 is the most twink. I don't see it. I mean, I guess the most twink one. True, because he's not a twink in any of them, but okay. Anyway, we're not done with the robots. Don't you worry. The robots continue. Well, one of them is an animatronic, but, same category still. I know that a lot of people really thirst over the Five Nights at Freddy. Welcome in, Freddy Fazbear. The Five Nights at Freddy's characters. I don't see it. Oh my god, I just remembered the robot twins from Atomic Heart. I don't think they're hear me out, to be honest. Again, designed to be sexy, designed to be very attractive. I don't think that's a hear me out, a very interesting one at least. Chica. Again, why do... Okay. To those of you out there who like the animatronics, who are really into them, right? Who have them as their hear me out, would you explain why? I don't really understand it. So it would be cool to have a little bit of an explanation here. But every time you say something related to FNAF. First and only time I've ever talked about Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my lord. Now, let's talk about the snake first. I didn't know the name. Apparently it's Lightfang. I have no idea who this snake is. But you know... Oi. But you know, stop! Snake tongues can be, versatile. You know, and I do like the eyelashes. I don't know if this snake is a robot. It just looks robot-like. But yeah. And how she sounds, ultimate custom, I guess. I could say that the most cursed thing, but better. No, go ahead. Go ahead. I have brainwaves. Specifically when she's... Oh, that's a good choice. That's a good choice. Guys, what is happening? We're rating hear me outs. Feel free to drop on in the chat. However, in this presentation here are only hear me outs that people suggested beforehand. New channel, new to the stream, welcome in then. This is a bit of a mess, a bit slightly chaotic stream, but that's fine. Now Grievous. Oh boy, Grievous can do quite a lot with those arms, can't he? I think Grievous would be quite good for multiple people. Do we count the feet as well? In that case, would be 6. Now, you know, so far, I think Grievous is a really good pick. However, I think the constant coughing would be a bit of a turn-off. It's animatronics, right? Springtrap. Because it's at least there's a dude in there. Okay. Please do continue. I still don't get it. Still don't get the appeal. Now, with Grievous, I think the biggest issue wouldn't even be the coughing. If we go with, like, Clone Wars Grievous, it would be that Grievous never performs to the level that's expected. I think it would be mildly disappointing. Ow! Can you draw? No, I cannot. I'm really shit at drawing. Isn't that necrophilia, kinda? Grievous? No, he's very much live. Okay, next... Okay, these are all the robots, right? That's all the robots that were suggested. What? Metaton? Who? I only know a Megatron. What's up? I'm with it, Foxy. Welcome in. And Springtrap. Can you draw? No, I cannot. I cannot draw. I'm afraid. I don't have the patience to learn. Metaton from Undertale. Oh, wait. Phone. Phone. Let's see. Undertale. Metaton. Who was that again? Is it who I think it is? Oh, right, it is. You know, wouldn't be my pick. But swears allowed here, not slurs. They are. I can't say anything about YouTube's auto moderation. However, I don't really mind. You know, has 2 versions. One's the robot, other's the twink. Okay, yeah, I get it. You know, a decent choice here. Okay, now, you know, the robots I get. Next we come to a category I don't get. Okay? Well, at least not as much. The animals. I'm sorry. These are all fictional animals, but they're still animals nonetheless, right? Let's start with Lady Rainicorn on the left here. I don't get it. I don't understand the appeal of the Pride Flag unicorn. The Adventure Time creature is a good pick. Please, someone explain why it is a good pick. I don't understand. Please. Muffet? You'll just have to wait a bit. Don't worry, there are a few more later. Animals. animals or animals as anime girls? Well, I mean animals as in the animals, right? We have some more anthropomorphic ones later on. Don't worry, don't worry. She is sweet and could wrap you up. I guess, okay? I guess. The dragon that was pat down by Donkey in Shrek. Someone explain why. I don't know who suggested that. I forgot. But, she's long and flexible. The one snake is in Kung Fu Panda. Yes, the snake is in Kung Fu Panda. I'll talk about her in a second. I just wanted an explanation for this one because I didn't get it. Right. Let's talk about Horsey next. My response here is that's literally just a baby. Please get away from him. Please. Leave the baby alone. I don't understand Horsey, okay? Now the Viper, I guess you all really love snakes. How many snakes did we have so far? 1, 2, snake bear trap, right? 3 snakes so far. Happy birthday, thank you. Oh. Goodbye. Why the seahorse? I don't know! I have no idea. These aren't mine. I'm just the one talking about them. What do you mean happy birthday? It's my birthday stream. Everyone... There's a snake. Now Viper, I kind of understand, right? This is the one snake where I get it. Guys, we invisible to Twitch? No, you're not. Oh, wait, the stream chat is barely readable. Wait, I have an idea. Image. Do I have... Wait, chat box. That, can I... Filters. Do I have opacity somewhere? Where would I find opacity? I'm confused. Oh, never mind then. Can't do that. Okay. Chat is not really visible. Oh! Thanks for the donation. Was it? Gimme, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Group was sector I messed up. No. You're the Dragon Loki Fire. Gunda is my most hear me out. I don't know who that is. Going to hop over to Twitch. Okay. Let's see who that is. Took me so long, Gobo, such a pain. But it's so cute, thank you. Where were we? Who's yeah, who is that? I don't understand. Oh no, it's just a random You? Let's see. Princess Rainicorn? What does the world become? Oh, thanks for the follow. The first... Oh, not the first over. Thank you very much. Welcome to Twitch. Now... Right, where was I? Right, with this snake, you know, with Viper, I can kind of see why. However... Not with the other snakes. Here, I'd say it's most likely the eyes, or the smug-ass smile, you know. That's most likely the reason. And, again, she could do a lot of things. Much like the other snake. What is this about? This is about people's hear-me-outs. Not mine! At least not yet. I feel like I should say that, you know. Otherwise, might be problematic. Viper has an enjoyable personality. I don't remember the movies well enough to really judge that. Now, the dragon, I forgot the name, she's already in a loving relationship and has children. Now, if that's something you're into, you know, go for it. Who cares about personality, and hear me out? I mean, I'd say it's important. I'd say that's an important part. Yo, welcome in. Now, this is not my favorite category, but I gotta say, you know, I'm surprised there weren't more here. I gotta be honest, I'm surprised not more animal-like creatures were suggested. We will have some anthropomorphic animals. However, that's it. These four were the only non-anthropomorphic animals. Okay, next up, the category that probably surprised me the most. Cars. I really didn't expect boy, girl. I honestly didn't expect so many cars to be suggested here. I'm mildly shocked. You know, we have Guido, our helpful little guy, right? I get it, I guess. Mac, I didn't know his name. Some of the cars are hot. I expected this. Are they? I don't really see it. You know, Mac over here endangered Lightning McQueen by driving while he was in no state to drive in. So that's a hard no from me. That is a hard no from me, just because of that. Not very good. Jackson Storm, another car I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not know this car. Look at Sully, she's so hot. This made There's Mayday and Francesco. They weren't suggested, okay? I don't really understand the appeal of cars. I gotta be honest. I don't know this one, and I don't remember her. The one bottom right personality I could understand. Stop. The one bottom right personality I could understand, but why a car? Hey, people just really like their cars, right? Now, if you think cars are a bit of an odd choice, you know, at least these cars have a personality. At least these cars are, well, more or less people. But with the next category, it has only one thing in there. So I don't really know what to say. So, I don't know if you want to out yourself, if you did this. However, so I had no idea what to even say here, right? So I just DM'd the person who okay, she is outing herself. It's a sexy plane. Excuse me. I would be shocked. What the right? This is a very unexpected pick. Now, to read out her response, right? I asked why the plane. She said, "It has a nice shape. I like the shape of it. It's cute, and it like carries other planes." And you know, I agree with the cute shape. I do like it. However, it just reminds me of the whale it's named after. Not really in a hear me out kind of way cute, but just in the, yeah, I want to pet it kind of cute, you know? What is sexy on this plane? And it can carry other planes very efficient and it's got curves. Like Xenomorph Queen. What? This isn't the first time I've seen someone lust over a plane, honestly. What? How is your life so interesting? That sounds so much more interesting than mine. If you see people thirsting over planes. Now, now, Gray, if you want to add anything more to your submission, feel free to do so. Otherwise, I will move on to our next category. It's a bit of a bigger one again. Not just a single plane. Are there any other planes you would want to add to the list? I've said my piece. Okay, anyone else? Anyone else really likes planes here? More so than most people? Didn't some guy have sex with his car? I guess a plane isn't too outrageous at this point. I don't know. I feel like with a plane it might be a bit more difficult. B2, I think it is. I'll keep the Beluga XL to myself. Pussy! Oh my god, that's such a good... I should have titled the slide like that. Oh my god. That's such a missed opportunity. Yes, okay, let's move on from the Airbussy. Oh boy. Gotta calm down a little. Let me drink some tea. Planussi? No, I think Airbussy is better. Alright, now the next category is the one I expected the most. It's the monsters. And I don't know any of these, by the way. I know out of the suggestions here, I know a single one. What can I say is still on level of a lesbian skill tree? Alright. Now, like I said, I don't know any of these. And apparently this is Rangda from Shin Megami Tensei. And my notes say, what that tongue do though? I mean... You a femboy? The voice gave it away? No. Now, the fingernails, however, they might hurt a bit, you know? I feel like they might be a bit too long. Seems like the tongue can do plenty, right? Some is mad freaky with the tongue one. I have no idea any of them are. Me neither. It was also a bit difficult to find them. Because for this one... right here. I hope to God it's the right one. Right? Because someone just said the scary ghost from Courage the Cowardly Dog. And this is what came up when I looked it up. So I hope so. I really hope this is the correct one. If not, I don't know. I don't know what else to put here. Now, I think this is a fuck ass haircut. You got the right one, don't worry. Okay, good. I think this is a fuck-ass haircut, and I'm surprised there's no Xenomorphs, people going crazy for... Shh, later. And at this point, you should just go bald, to be honest. There's no reason to hold on to what little hair you have if this is your hairstyle. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now... So I don't really think this is a particularly good one. Now, Necron from Final Fantasy IX. This one literally makes me feel nothing. I don't know. Like the other ones, you know, what we had before, the plane. You know, the cars, they all made me feel something, be that a positive or negative emotion. But for this one, I just don't feel anything. I don't know. The hair looks drippy as hell. Some people just can't let it go. Brother looks homeless. I don't know. What was his name again? Necron? I don't know. It's just... Oh. I like cars to this extent, or you know, like like how most people may mean that sentence. Oh, stop. So, you know, this is kind of a meh pick for me. I assume it would be more interesting if I knew the game, right? But I don't, so I don't know. I just don't feel anything here. Now, here we have more monsters. I know this one. I know this one. Yay! Okay, so this one is apparently the Layak from Abiotic Factor. I don't know what on earth this creature is. Like, this is a good hear me out in the sense that I hate it. I have no idea what this is, but it's genuinely disgusting to look at. So, congrats. Good job, good choice. I hate it so much. He's one of the most good-looking ones. Right, Enderman? Good choice, good choice. I've seen a lot of cute art of the Enderman. Like, the only thing you gotta keep in mind is that they will beat you to death if you look them in the eyes. So, you know, blindfold. Oh, you know, if you're into that, hey, I'm not judging. I've seen some people go crazy for Kevin the Cube from Fortnite. I don't know if it counts as a monster. Another thing to look up. Kevin the Cube. I am confused. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I expected typing in Kevin the Cube. I got what I typed in. That's just a cube, right? It is. It is just a cube. The middle one looks like a slime. That is IX from Honkai Star Rail. And you're right, it does look like a slime. A mildly depressed slime. And honestly, I think they just look kind of silly. You know, I'd want to pet them. But that's kind of it. It's I don't really see the hear me out here. Welcome in, Baron Armageddon. Of course people want slime. I don't think this is a slime. I think this is a very powerful being. I don't know. Enderman still works with a pumpkin mask, I guess. That works too, right? I think the Enderman is a good choice. It is also a very expected choice. And now, what a lot of people here were waiting for. The Undertale / Deltarune category. Because I didn't know what else to call them. Whereas there should be Godzilla too. Well, no one suggested Godzilla, so, you know. I'd say Muffet looks very polite. I gotta say, you know, I honestly don't remember a whole lot from the game, so I can't remember if she was evil or something. But here she just looks like she's inviting you for some tea, you know, to have a lovely conversation with her. And I think it's cute. It's a decent choice. Then Toriel, honestly, yeah, she's a very popular hear me out, right? Goat Mom, I could understand, but not for me. Hey, I've seen the middle character. So she's somewhat popular, right? Somewhat well known. Now, my issue with her is it's a bit too much for me, the mummy vibes, because at some point, you know, it's no longer mummy and it's literally just mom. And I think unless you're Sigmund Freud, that's not really interesting, or shouldn't be at least. So two sort of conventionally attractive female creatures and one female robot. I don't know. I thought that was a hear me out, not common pics. Well, don't worry, we did have some some others. You know, there were some others. We're getting king shamed with the Hear Me Out stream. I said it's not for me. Well, you know, it was a trap all along. Yes, actually it was. And then Task Manager, I kind of agree with the assessment here of this being just an attractive character. I like the design. I really do. I gotta say, very cool design. But what are your Hear Me Out? We'll get to it. Don't worry. That's at the end. But first, we're talking about yours. We'll get to mine. That's also why I haven't shown some of the things that were suggested. It's because they're in my category. I'm taking them. I'm surprised there's been no Pokemon yet. Thank goodness, honestly. I was also very surprised. And yes, I'm thankful for that. I don't think there should be a Hear Me Out. I don't think my Gardevoir plushie right next to me would want to see that. It's sitting on my PS5. Alright, let's see, what was... Surprised you forgot Horsey. Oh, right. Right, I forgot. Oh, wait, wait, what? Oh, that's actually based... Oh, it doesn't have any. As one. And for some reason, it's a baby! Oh. For some reason, out of all the Pokemon you could have chosen, right, to be the one that was suggested here, it's Horsey. Wonderful. Anyway, next up, honestly, also expected. I don't know Sonic characters, so my only notes for Vanilla say, yeah, I get it. That's it. But Sonic, he's just a bit of a cocky bastard, isn't he? But like, looking at the design, yes, absolutely expected. I don't, yeah, what do people see in Sonic? I don't know. I just think he's a bit of a cocky bastard. Not for me, but I also don't judge anyone for it, right? I think it's a very expected Hear Me Out. Now what I didn't expect, oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Now what I didn't expect, I've never seen the bunny before. She's cute, right? She's cute. He's heroic, but hey. Still mildly annoying though. Confidence, main character, and possibly something from the comics. True, like I said, I don't know anything about Sonic. Sonic is actually like Superman if he was annoying about it. I like that comparison. It goes fast, connect the dots. I think I was better not connecting the dots. Welcome in. Yeah, I think I was better not connecting the dots there. Now, why would you say that? Now let's move on. Let's move on before we connect more dots here. Now, I called this category cartoony because I didn't really know what else to call it, right? The one on the left is Mr. Bubbles from Jackbox, which is not a cartoon, as far as I'm aware. So it's not just cartoon, it's cartoony. What the fuck is Lois Griffin doing here? Honest question. Wow, now the watercolors actually hear me out. Lois not so much. She's cool. What the she's from, I don't understand. First of all, what's the appeal of her? I don't like Family Guy, so I don't really like any of the characters, so please, do fill me in. What is the appeal of Lois Griffin? No Marge? No Marge. Is that a water dispenser? It is a water dispenser. Ow. No, specifically when she got that lesbian haircut was the best. Of course you'd say that. Of course you would. Ha! He's like fierce and angry. Aha. Okay. Maybe that she's freaky? I don't know, it could be a solid 4 billion different things with her. Like I said, I don't know Family Guy, I don't watch Family Guy, I don't like any of the characters really, so thank you for giving me a few reasons here. Welcome in. Now, Mr. Bubbles, I think that you should stop blowing me up. I think that Mr. Bubbles over here looks too friendly. Something is hiding behind that suspiciously happy smile, and I don't trust it. That's my assessment. I don't know anything about this character, other than this fuck-ass smile is making me uncomfortable. I don't know if that's something you can understand. I hope it is. Also, welcome in. But I just don't really see it. Is this a pre-recorded live? It is not. It is not. I am reading the chat. Here's the same vibe as the tree from Chaotic Good Barbarian. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that the Roblox spawn logo thing on your sleeve? The what now? I think that's just the sun. I don't know what the Roblox spawn logo is. I gotta be honest, I've never played Roblox. Yeah, I don't... What people want to box in water? How is that great for them? I just... Okay, let's not look at the logistics of everything, right? For me, it's mostly just... the creepy smile. Is this a JoJo's reference as comparison? That's a good thing Roblox sucks. I don't think I'll ever play it. I think I'm good in my Robloxless life. Okay, now we're slowly moving towards the end. How long has this stream been going on? Can I see that somewhere? No, actually I can't. Okay. At least not without tabbing out. Oh well, that's fine. Now we've reached the category of characters that I just didn't know where else to put, right? Because now, thank you. Also Naruto fan? No, I have never watched Naruto. And this is an absolute mess of a category. Now, we've had animals before, right? But much like Toriel and stuff, he should just end the world. much like Toriel and stuff, she's too anthropomorphic to be in the animal category, which is why she's here. Mom, load a based, not the pea shooter. Wake up to reality. No, we're very happy where we are right now. Why the hell does the left middle one look like, is it from in devil form? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Have I missed Piggy? Is a different risk of rain acceptable? I guess. Really? Hey. Two-faced pea shooter. Yes, apparently people do want to fuck the two-faced pea shooter. Not sure. For each their own. Yeah, right? I don't see it. I don't see it. Now, Loda, just, you know, person with robot arms. So, like, threesome. Person with robot arms. I see the appeal. Not my cup of tea. I see the appeal. I wanted to punch me with her robot arms. Yeah, that's to be expected from you. Is there a problem with that? There's no problem here. No problems. We're just having fun. That being said, like I said, Loda, you know, to each their own. Don't get the appeal. Let her punch you, you know. That's all you. Do you not like Gara in the sand of the sand? Huh? Ew. Ah! Stop. There's my peep. Oh, I don't know who that is. I've never seen that character in my life, I'm afraid. Where were we? Let me fuck my pea shooter in peace. I'm sorry. You do you, okay? What do my notes say about the pea shooter? The double fleshlight is a crazy choice. That's all I wrote down. I'm afraid. Now, Artificer, I understand, right? Artificer is like the magic character of Risk of Rain. So, depending on how the magic works, I'm not quite familiar with how the magic works, but you could get very creative. Oh, no, not magic. I think it's like science-y stuff. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Even with science, you can get creative. She will kill you, bro. It's not worth it. Ooh, who are we talking about here? The pea shooter, Miss Piggy, or these two? Who would kill them? He's a Naruto. Well, I've never watched Naruto, I'm afraid. Okay, now Miss Piggy reminds me of a few women. The ones where you gotta. Buddy, that's disgusting. What the fuck are you talking about? Like an elementalist. Shoots fire, makes ice bullets, throws in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sort of, right? You can get creative with that. You can use ice in interesting ways, is all I'm gonna say. Now, if you think this... Okay, right. No, this no longer applies. I like the pea shooter. Originally, Lois Griffin was on the next slide, so my transition to the next slide was like, oh, if you think that this slide is a bit of a mess, the next one's even worse. It's no longer worse. It has a bit of a theme now. Hear me out. Miss Piggy-shaped pea shooter. Elaborate. So just like, since Miss Piggy is anthropomorphic, so just, you know, person with pea shooter head? Is that what we're doing? Bowser, are we serious? I was expecting, but yeah, right. It's an expected pick. And I kinda get it. You know, despite the constant kidnapping and everything, which you might see as toxic, I get it. It is, or it would be. He still plays tennis with Mario and Peach, so it can't be that bad, possibly. So making Space Marine smart enough to understand the process. Their bed will be shattered into a million pieces of the Space Marine. You picked the sexiest out of the intro to info for summer. Think it, Princess. Did Chili suggest this? Gorgeous armor, said Chewie. What? Who? Huh? You know, like I said, Bowser plays tennis with Mario and Peach. One moment. There's something I have to do. Huh? Why doesn't that show up? Oh my god, the chat is broken. One moment. There we go. I was thinking of Chewie and I saw the post and just because of her. He's adding Bowser and hear me out. I didn't add this, okay? I didn't add this. These are still not my suggestions. We'll get to my suggestions. Hello there, your model thing is cool. Thank you. Made it myself with the help of assets from artists. Well said, 9. Well said. Wait, what? Who gives a fuck about Princess Peach's speech when you got Bowser? Alright. You have the crown that turns around the female. Bowser. Yeah, but Bowser, you know, that's not the one that was suggested. We're talking about Bowser here. Okay? Important. Don't suddenly switch characters. We'll stick with Bowser, and I kind of get it. Also, from the very few clips I've seen of the Mario movies, I think he can be kind of cute. Bowser strong, independable. Has a whole army, probably loads of money, is pretty big, pause. I think it makes sense. It does, it does. Can I eat you? Preferably not. I'd like to finish my stream. Did you use like 5, bro? No. No. Not this whole ass big turtle man. Nope. No, this whole ass big turtle man. Not Bowser. Yeah, right. It's very important. 8 mini fox hybrids. Yeah, one. Just a fox, not a hybrid. Now the infiltrator class. I've talked to you about this, Gray, but I'm not a biggest fan of Warhammer 40k armor. I'm also noticing that the image is in front of the text, so I messed up. Ignore that. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of Warhammer 40k armor because I think it's a little bit too bulky, which makes sense and everything. I just don't like it, right? But I do gotta say, I do generally like this armor. The Phobos armor is the nicest looking armor. It does look very good. I wouldn't call it the nicest looking armor, but it does look good. But I think what was mentioned before with the bed breaking, I think the entire floor would collapse if this person tried to do anything in that armor. You know? I think that might be a bit of an interesting problem to solve. That's part of the whole ordeal. Now, Terminator armor is my absolute favorite, but the Phobos armor is the sexiest. Okay. Still wouldn't agree. I think we've seen better armors in the shorts, like the animated thingies we watched. However, I will agree that this is a very good looking armor. And I mean, hey, it's your type. No. If the Marine is involved, it's going to destroy the structural integrity and you are not surviving the ordeal and will get to see the building fall to pieces. How will you get to see the building fall to pieces if you're not surviving? I don't think you're making it to the collapse of the building, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hello. Welcome in. Oh, thunderstorm outside. I was not too loud. Yeah, I think you are not even making it to the collapse of the building. I think you're dead before that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this... whoever is in here will just kill you, even if it's on accident, you know? I think they're not built for that. Now, I think this is one of the final slides where I talk about your hear me outs. So let's move on to that one. Yeah, what Seek Jesus, Banders, what the fuck is that? Oh my god, the thunder is being picked up by my microphone. Good lord. Motherfucker, really? Anything here? Are we even humans? No, we're not. This one is insane. Now, you know, I don't really understand the appeal of this. The potentially high emoji that could... the potentially seductive emoji that could also just be insanely high and asking a question. I don't understand this. This is just a pathetic green ball. This is, you know the little chewing gum balls. You could, I don't know if the vending machines are still a thing. I don't even know if they were a thing when I was a child. But there used to be like little vending machines where you put in, I don't know how much, a coin, and you turn the thingy and you get a chewing gum ball. And this is just what this guy looks like one of these chewing gum balls, a green one, and it's just has the arms and legs that have been attached the same way they're attached to me on the fucking Wii. Yes, it is Sour Bill from Wreck-It Ralph. And when I looked at all of these to have to take a few notes on each and every one, even if the notes are shit. Like the what the tongue do note, right? Even those kinds of notes were the plan. However, here I was just looking at this picture for like a solid 5 minutes and trying to figure out what the fuck I should write about this pathetic looking green ball. What are we doing? Oh my god. I was genuinely shocked when I, found this, because the person didn't say the name, so they just said, oh yeah, the green ball from Wreck-It Ralph, so I just typed that in, And then I was looking at the images on Google Images, and I was like, what the fuck am I looking at here? He's got his balls hanging though at one point. Emo green ball. It just looks pathetic. I don't know. I think he's a sour candy that gets licked somewhere in the movie. Oh, of course. Okay. Great. Now, Bernd das Brot. Okay? That is Germany's cultural icon, is a depressed bread. I need some meat Meatkenschema. No. Oh god. Okay. Like I said, Bernd das Brot, like German icon, right? A depressed piece of bread. Sounds about right for Germany. It is right for Germany. If you want to learn anything about Germany, there should be a few Bernd das Brot clips with English subtitles. I actually highly recommend watching them. I'm not kidding. I think it is very interesting to watch, especially if you keep in mind that this was the type of stuff that was aired on TV after 11 p.m. on a channel for children. Completely in control of the design and still picked the press bread. He is insanely funny, okay? He is peak. I don't know what to tell you. I can see it, okay? He is in the I don't even know category, but I can see it. He's very precious to me, okay? He's very important. I love him. And I genuinely do recommend watching a few clips. Unironically, it is insanely funny. How stupid it is, how surreal. And I wonder how it would look like from a non-German perspective. Because I obviously, saw him on TV as a child every now and again. The bread got some nice hands, maybe too nice. Yeah, but he can't really move them, right? So he can only use one hand at a time. Well, unless he positions weirdly. But yeah, I do recommend looking at a few clips. It's very funny. It is just how Germany is. If I didn't know beforehand, I'd still guess that it was German. Yeah, of course. It's bread. It's depressed bread. Of course it's German. What else would it be? No, he would give me nightmares. No way I'm letting him in. I found him so weird as a kid. I really didn't like him, right? But now when I see clips of him, I'm just happy. I don't know. It's so funny. I feel like it would be a bit dry and rough. Depressionbrot. Yeah, it would be. Just like his humor. Ah! Any moisture and you will cease to exist? No, 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 no. You know, when you put... Okay, no, I'm actually not finishing that thought. A one-time use, even better. He would even welcome it. With how depressed he is, he would welcome death. Okay, and now for the final suggestion I got from you. Good lord, I think the world's ending outside. Oh my god. Now, for the final suggestion I got from you, I got something even worse than everything we've seen before today, okay? And I don't think you're ready for what the suggestion is. I genuinely don't think this is anything anyone could ever expect, even less so than the bussy we got earlier, right? Even less so than this. So, are you ready for the final one? Before we talk about my own. You see me out? Oh! Welcome in! Welcome! Welcome, welcome! How's everyone doing? Happy birthday, thank you! Thank you, thank you! You cannot... Wait, you can't be serious! Happy birthday, Fox Raid! Not bad, not bad. Welcome in! For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Mizuki. We're currently celebrating my birthday. By rating people's hear me outs. This is a legit submission I got. I usually play horror games and Souls games and all that, but this is more important right now. I hope your stream went well. Also, if you have hear me outs, feel free to let me know. Anything would be better than this. Genuinely. Because what the fuck? What is on your screen? The toilet paper tube. That's on my screen. That is on my screen right now. And I don't know why. I feel like this would be mildly uncomfortable. And again, just like with Banter's Broad, you know, a bit of a one-time thing. I don't think it's surviving the whole ordeal. Oh, come in, Dimitri. What is this? This is a hear me out. Hear me out, the sleepy fox. Not a hear me out, because a hear me out would be a conventionally unattractive character, right? Doesn't apply. Let me add ramen is just thin wheat porridge. Not what we're doing, but I like the spirit. I'll smack anyone who uses that in my general area because people need to lock in. Today I learned there's genuine levels of how horny people are. I just don't know how bad. I just don't want it bad enough. That's the tamest team out ever. What are we fucking... What do you mean you want to do with a toilet roll? Did we just say life? I already tried it, and if I continued trying it, I would have fun trying to keep the cylinder on top of it. Okay, yeah, these are your hear me outs. Let's go through them again. Just, not to talk about all of them. We had Makima, Huntress, Yunogasai, GLaDOS, the Snake Bear Trap, Megatron. I am not tame. No, but you are tame, hear me out, in the sense that you would not fit the definition, right? It's imperative that the cylinder remains intact. General hear me outs will be like Tifa from... That's not a hear me out! That is not a hear me out! Tifa is not a fucking hear me out! That is a good looking character! Fuck off! That is not a hear me out. Rosalina is not a hear me out. No, she is neither. Is that a Bakugan? Yes! People have interesting definitions of hear me out. Now... Oh, wrong screen again. Now, here we had GLaDOS, the Bakugan Snake Bear Trap, Megatron, Grievous, the Snake. So like Sans. Sans would be a hear me out, yes. You know, we had Lady Rainicorn, the one I just said no to, Viper, the dragon whose name I forgot, a bunch of cars. I thought the snake was coming from Megatron. No. We have a bunch of cars. I'm confused what a hear me out is and not anymore. Okay, a hear me out is a character that's not conventionally attractive, that's evil, an anthropomorphic animal, or not even any of that. It can be just a creature. Gotta go for the Devourer of Gods from Terraria then. I'd fuck a car. Oh, okay, we also had this. We also had the Abusi. This education. True. This is what I studied for, right? To teach. This is how my lessons look like, by the way. Can you believe it? This is what I teach. God, imagine. Hear me out those things which you would like to fuck, but are rather weird. Exactly, exactly. Like, Sally is just got a great exhaust. I have 0 hear me outs then. A Wendigo. Interesting. Interesting choice. Okay, I have to go find my wife after the rest of the stream. Do you mean the Abusi or you mean your actual wife? Anyways, tell her I said hi. We had a bunch of monsters. Most of them I didn't know. Like, it's finally getting real education. It's very important. I wish I was paid for it. You know, more monsters. We had Undertale and Deltarune characters. Sonic characters. These two. And then characters I genuinely didn't know what category to put them in. Miss Piggy, the Split Pea Shooter, Risk of Rain characters, Bowser, Space Marine Infiltrator. 2 very odd looking creatures and the German icon, Banter's Brot. Very important, right? You're normal, that means to be shooting. My bad. The paper roll. Now, let's talk about my hear me outs, okay? Is Bowser hear me out honestly a smash? Well, that's kind of the point, isn't it? Hear me out and is a smash. Well, anyway. Now, let's get to my hear me outs. I think this is also going to be very interesting because you've asked about this a bunch of times. And a few of the characters that I will name were suggested before, right? By other people. So they just didn't end up on that list because I didn't want to have any doubles. Hello. Hear me out. The monster from the creepypasta Ted the Caver. We have no depiction of it. Mr. Flesh Pit National Park itself. What? Let's hear me out. Yo. Hello. Bowser's sexy, in my opinion at least. Right? Alright. Anyway, let's go. This is not the entire list, but you had 3 of mine. I don't really think I need to say a lot about the Predator, you know. With especially with the mask on, it's very humanoid. And it was also suggested a bunch of times by other people, but it's also one of mine, right? The Xenomorph was also suggested. Not as much, surprisingly. But you know, for me at least, it is based on the Alien Isolation Xenomorph. Because have you seen how it drops down from vents? Have you seen that? It got a great frame and these are good. So, you know, I don't know why. Immaculate taste. Happy related birthday. It's about a little 4016. I'm in my 20s. I'm still in my 20s. That's an unfortunate sense of that. Unfortunate censor. Oh my lord. Good lord. What the fuck? Okay. Now. Hello. What censor? I can't see. What censor happened? It's Twitch chat. Don't worry about it. A name got censored in a very unfortunate manner. Okay. Now, the last one is only shoots a GEIS. Yeah. Now, the last one is Mytho from Dark Souls 2. Now, you know, we had a bunch of snakes on your end, so obviously we need a snake on my end, right? You on it? Tannhauser Guna. Honestly, the perfect stream to join in. Now, my question that I had is while thinking about this was like, I don't really know how the head works and what it does. Oh my god, Cass just send it to me. Right, it's a very unfortunate one. A brick is a type of building material used to build walls, pavements, and other elements of masonry construction. Probably a term brick denotes a unit primarily composed of clay. Is that your hear me out? A brick? Why? I don't know why. Were those hear me outs in my like a Gorgon from Into the Gungeon? I'll see me at William Afton. Raw dogging the Predator Alien Femboy. 2 and 1 hear me out. Anyway, like I said, I'm not sure what the head would do, you know. Is it... I'm not that... I don't really know... Oh, that's not... I don't really know... Dark Souls 2 lore well enough to know if the head is actually still alive and sentient and everything, or if it's just the body, right? So, like, my question is, does she hold it the entire time? Does it do its own thing? I don't know. Anyway, let's see, what did I miss? The head gets to sit on the chair, the head gets the cup chair, oh god. But also Rathian from Monster Hunter. Okay. Yeah. Alright. What the tail do, though? From a Xenomorph? Or Rathian? Or Mytha? Debadela did something amazing to the Xenomorph Queen and it decided to take it back. Did they make the ass fat? Is that what they did? And then they took it away again? He got the femboy fishnets all over his body. Yeah. Day 1 of suggesting the game Slendy Tubbies 3 campaign. What? What now? Hear me out, Goku. Not a hear me out. They made the ass fat and nerfed it. No, that's like Widowmaker's ass getting fatter during her ult, and then they removed that. I still don't understand why they did that. Anyway, let's move on to the final slide of hear me outs. Just allow me to learn. Oh. Why can't I hear that? Oh. Gotta fix that. And Mr. Pervert. Amonaka? Huh? Who? Wait. Let's see. Hear me out. We're hearing you out. That's what the stream's about. Bastard. I'm not a hear me out. I'm not a conventionally unattractive character. Oi! I'm hot as hell. Virgil, I know what kind of man you are. Okay, let's get to the final one. Now, I couldn't really find a better image of our boy Ickett over here, so he's just T-posing. He's default posing. And if you're wondering, why the fuck do you have a rat there? That's because Ickett is my favorite silly little war crime rat from Total War Warhammer 3. Obviously. I love him. He's very silly. He builds nukes in his basement and other war crime weapons. And then, yes, the other one, I don't actually know how she's pronounced, right? RC, I think. I actually had a toy. I actually had her as a toy when I was a child. And there are a lot of, other... there's a lot of other art out there that I don't quite like as much. I love more sexualized art of her, or, more bland. I'm a big fan of this, by Joanna Lafuente. Man, I would be mad as hell if someone says me, me out. Like, I want to know what type of woman you are. I'm kissing the rat. That is like a mutated frog. No. That's my boy Ickett. No. No. Not a frog. It's a very cute rat. Oh, also, I'm told you have a Discord. I do. I don't think it works if you type a whole sentence. They look very similar. Hear me out, Bulbasaur. That's a baby. Again, no. Where was I? Right. So, the Megatron comment, right? It reminded me, I should probably check out more Transformers. So, are you aware of how Skaven reproduce? Shut up, I'm not. And I don't want to be. I'm here for the nukes, okay? And all the other silly little experiments Ickett has brewing in his basement. A level 18 Bulbasaur. That would have evolved by now. Yeah, the Megatron comment made me think about other Transformers, so I thought about, hey, what Transformers did I have as a child? And that's where I found her again. I don't think any other Transformers would be necessarily hear me out, though. You can give it an Everstone. Can we not? Can we not force the Bulbasaur to be a child? You fully evolve the Pokemon or you don't even bother. I agree with that. That's a good idea. Let's only go for fully evolved Pokemon. Everything else would be kind of weird. Even that is weird. But so hear me out. So, I'm back. Happy birthday. Thank you. Welcome in. These are all the hear me outs. These are my hear me outs, right? These 5. I couldn't think of anything else. And I wanted to avoid using the boring ones, quote unquote, like the evil women we had at the start, like Makima. Who else? I forgot again. What was the spider lady with grey hair and Dark Souls? That's Quailak's sister, Quailana, I think. I thought about it, but I don't like spiders. So hear me out, Jinx. Not a hear me out. Also, I think a child, isn't she? I don't know. I don't know the law. Anyway, that's it. Here we have some Final comments. I'm afraid you were not the only ones who suggested me to be a hear me out. Think it's not a hear me out? No. I don't think so. Is she a hear me out? I wouldn't say she is. Was a bad hear me out. He's hot as fuck. Total smash in my book. No, oh, Lee, the Pokemon or the DC? Oh, that's a good Pokemon Jinx. That's a very good question. I didn't even think about that. But it's better, Lee. My first covenant is simply some stuff. Too many people ask. Hear me out, Valstrax. Them vents will be clogged. That is... That's one way to put it. But yeah, that's sadly the end of my birthday stream. Unless you have more hear me outs. That was all I had planned. I need to do frog magic and nap. Hope you have a fantastic birthday. Thank you. Now, what I will say is that I found the contrast between, you know, regular... Wait, can I not just... Ah, right. Regular, you know, characters, regular people, and some of the other suggestions we got, right? I found the contrast very interesting because I don't consider these a hear me out, really. At least not an interesting one. So I was really hoping for a lot of weird shit. And that's exactly what we got, right? I think the Airbussy is probably my favorite. The favorite unexpected hear me out. Because, you know, with the cars, like I said, I kind of understand it. Not my type, I wouldn't want to fuck a car, but, you know, at least they have personalities. But this is just a fucking plane. There's nothing else to it. You know, this is very small streamer. Why is the plane shaped like a dolphin? It's a beluga. Airbus beluga. It's shaped like the whale. Hello. How you doing? The girl from Future Diaries is a hear me out. Sure, she's pretty, but holy shit, she's psychotic. Actually, I can understand the plane. Same with boats. Oh! Any boats hear me out? Interesting. I don't understand the plane. I think it looks cool. I like looking at it. I think planes are really interesting in general. And I spent a lot of time at airports when I was a child just looking at the planes. But I don't really see the hear me out portion of it. I gotta be honest. The girl from Future Diaries. Oh, right, yeah. Hear me out, Iron Golem. I can see that. The Vocaloid? Let's see who that is. I don't know that one. Looks like a very well-adjusted person. Oh, it's me. It is you. I'd say the Iron Golem is a hear me out. I feel like my voice is kind of giving up today. Anyway, goodbye. Yeah, bye-bye. Hear me out, Beast Boy as a horse. What? What? Please don't. Please don't have sex with horses. Femboy. I like how that's just a question under the hear me out announcement. They're just Raven, the most comics people ride at a point. Oh god. Please go seek Jesus. Oh boy, that was a silly stream. Give me a beast boy, not as a horse. Again, sounds kind of like a child. I don't know the age, okay? So, careful there. But I think we're going to stop soon. I know it's a shorter stream than I usually do, but I'm also not used to scripted streams. So level 18 beast boy. So I don't really know what to do right now. I'm done with what I had planned. What do I do? I'm not good at scripted streams. That's not how that works. It isn't. It's a cool stream though. I'm glad Kingdom Hearts brought me here. Yeah, I'll play regular games again next week. Let's find someone to raid, shall we? Shall we sing happy birthday? Okay, you sing happy birthday while I find someone to raid. How about that? How would you do? We finished the Hear Me Out stream. Where rated people's Hear Me Outs. Are you just yapping? We were just yapping for the past, I don't know, how long? How long has this been going on? Almost 2 hours. Why is it so big? Alright, let's see. I think we're rating Ash. No, oh my god, your voice is super cute. Thank you! Appreciate it. Alright, we're rating Ash. Thank you for singing happy birthday. Thank you for singing happy birthday.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
And thanks for the hydrate. Oh, bonk doesn't work. Oh, right, I gotta fix that. Thanks for the head pats. And I'll see you again on Monday with... I don't actually know what. Here's to another 827 years. Hey, why can't I hear the dice rolls with Beans? I can't hear any of these. We're back on Monday with I don't know what. I finished Silent Hill F. So, I don't really have anything planned. Can you add a picture of Pink Rathian on screen, please? I don't think I have enough time. Just imagine Pink Rathian to be here. It's a good choice, I'd say. I'll figure out what to play next week. Otherwise, it'll be Kingdom Hearts 1, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, and Fire Emblem 3 Houses. What's up? Don't know if you remember me, but I hope you're having fun. I'm having fun! Are you family friendly? God, no! Anyway, that's the end of the stream. Bye-bye!